Hey, fellow babies, welcome to Pachter Factor live on SIFTD.net. If you are a Patreon patron, thank you for your patronage. If you're watching from Canada, I understand that tariffs have angered the whole world. Our president's an idiot, and we understand that you are going to retaliate against American businesses to put pressure on the president, but you're actually at risk of bankrupting Shane in not renewing your Patreon patronage. So if you can remember to re-up it, it will help Shane out. We are all anti-tariff. We all are against what Trump has done, and we will put our pressure to bear as voters. But you're going to end up losing stuff like this forever if you cease supporting the Shane's effort in putting all the SIFTD content out there. If you're a YouTube subscriber, same message. Thank you so much. You're getting this stuff real time. And even if you are not doing those things, or you are, please link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. Canadians, if you link your account, you're not paying Shane anything. You're just taking advantage of your Amazon account and you're sticking it to Amazon, which is an American business. So you're actually screwing an American business and helping Shane. So please try to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. There are instructions on how to do that in the show description below. Let's get to today's topic, and I'm going to say topics because I'm going to cover two. First one is player auctions are litigating with Roblox over player ownership of their accounts, and they'd like to allow players to own their accounts and resell them. And so the question is, why don't players own their PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, Steam, Nintendo Switch Online, Roblox accounts? Should players have the ability to sell those or leave them to someone when they die? The easy answer is terms of service. We can always fall back on terms of service, but let me make it simple. You own digital content as a PlayStation Network player, or Roblox player, or a mobile game player, the same way you own the music in your Spotify account. You don't own it. You are licensing it, you are leasing it, you are renting it. And the digital copy, even though they say you bought something in your account, that lollipop hammer you bought in Candy Crush, you own that till you use it, but you can't give it away to somebody else. Now, there are games that allow you to give stuff to other people, but most do not. When you build up your character and you have your account, it's against the terms of service to sell the account. We all know Elon Musk does that and pays players, but they actually play his account. He doesn't buy an existing account. If you do sell your account, you're violating terms of service. The reason is that these are not non-fungible tokens. Each non-fungible token is different from each other non-fungible token. So when you think about something like Bitcoin, which is a token for a cryptocurrency, each Bitcoin is independent and different from every other Bitcoin, as opposed to lollipop hammers and Candy Crush have no limit. They can make as many as they want. And so they don't allow you to sell them because it's not your property, it's their property. And when you buy stuff, when you buy a skin in Fortnite, you don't actually buy the skin. You're leasing the skin, you're renting the skin for as long as you play Fortnite. And so it's really like renting an apartment. It's not yours. It belongs to somebody else. And they can say, if you let somebody else use the apartment and you charge them for it, if you, let's say you have rent control and you pay $1,000 a month and you charge somebody $1,500, no, they can boot you out for that, because obviously they could sell it to that person for $1,500 a month. Same thing with Roblox and with every other virtual item in any free-to-play game. You cannot resell it. Now, again, could they change the terms and allow you to? 100%. Should they? Maybe. I think that the game publishers are very short-sighted in how they think about transfer of content. They hated used games at GameStop, and the difference between a used game is it's a physical disc. You can sell the disc. There's a case, the Autodesk case. Somebody bought an Autodesk CAD CAM design system for $70,000, I think, and put it on their PC. Then they sold their PC, and it went to the US Supreme Court, and the individual lost. Autodesk won. It was a license to use it on that PC, but only for that user. You couldn't even sell your PC to another user. Very clever way to do it, but no, you can't do it. So it's very well settled law. But the publishers hated used games and tried to get rid of that. And so the reason that we've had such an acceleration of sales to digital downloads from physical goods is that's the way to get rid of people reselling their content. Can the publishers allow you to do it? Sure, they can. Would it be better if they did? I actually think so. And so, I remember every time we would get an upgrade to World of Warcraft, they kind of had to make it faster for new players to catch up because everybody was already at level 100 and the newbies at level 1 and was just getting wiped out. So they kind of got you to level 40 or 50 right away every time they had an upgrade. That's really what they should do, is they should tell people, you can buy old accounts and we'll recycle. And they should let players who want to upgrade to the newer, Death Knight sell their older stuff that they don't need anymore and use that currency to upgrade. It would create greater engagement, longer duration. People would spend more time and more money playing the game, but the publishers don't get that. So the answer is you can't do it until they tell you you can. They're not about to tell you you can. They should, but they won't. So I agree with you that it should happen, but it can't, because legally you do not own the content. You are leasing it for as long as you play the game. The account is yours only. The Autodesk case, U.S. Supreme Court settled the law. There's no question about it. So the difference between physical and digital is that the law is equally settled, that if you buy a disc with a file on it, you can sell the disc. And that's why Autodesk was such an interesting case, because you bought a PC or you loaded it on your PC and then you sold the PC. But see, the difference in Autodesk versus a disc is the user downloaded the Autodesk software to his PC. Autodesk didn't sell him a physical PC that had the software downloaded. And that's the difference. So what can you do? You can pressure publishers. They're going to ignore you. I'm just letting you know they aren't going to listen. There is nothing you can do. You can cheat. You can sell your account. I got banned from Empires and Puzzles once, which they reinstated me in a day. But I got banned because someone actually said, "Hey, my account's for sale. I'm quitting the game. If you want to give me $100." And I replied to the guy, "That's illegal. You can't do it." And he got banned and I got banned because the way it got reported, it was I was engaging with the person selling their account, and they reinstated me instantly. But the point is that they don't want people selling their account, because if you buy that guy's account for $100, then you're interested in spending $100 in the game, and they'd rather you spend $100 with them. I totally understand why. The only thing you can do is protest, but unfortunately, since everybody does the same thing, you can stop playing games. You can't boycott the one game that does it different. This is kind of what happened when PlayStation refused to allow cross-platform play on Fortnite and Xbox allowed it, and PlayStation got pressured into giving it, and they finally did. You need one guy to break the rule, and then everybody will break the rule. So maybe you find a developer that allows a portability of accounts. I think Steam might consider that. If you find somebody, some distributor, publisher, developer who allows portability and allows people to sell their accounts, then you can pressure everybody. But until then, I don't think it happens. Again, we thank you if you're a Patreon patron. We thank you if you're a YouTube subscriber. If you are either of those or not, please link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. That's important. You have to do it every month. Amazon pays, you don't. So even if you stop patronizing U.S. companies, stick it to Amazon. They're a U.S. company. Make them pay Shane. That's good. Shane is in his heart, he's a Canadian. So am I. We're all Canadians. So just please link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. You got to redo that every month. There are instructions on how to do that in the show description below. Thank you for joining us on Pachter Factor Live, my fellow babies. Let's get through this tariff thing. When they go away, you're going to remember that I told you it was going to happen.